Happy Monday and last week of January. Today is January 28th, and this is this week's Horn Hive. Remember to empower all to be successful today for a better tomorrow. Some updates. Just to clarify on common formative assessments, I'd like to see at least one math and ELA, CFA, or exit ticket weekly. Remember, this is just 1 or 2 questions to make sure our students are progressing towards the objective. Please switch on the analysis at PLC, so 1 week look at your ELA common formative assessment and the next week your math common formative assessment. If you're not getting to switch, make sure we're at least getting to that ELA analysis because that's what we're focusing on our backwards mapping. And know that we want to get to at least 1 reteach plan per month. This week we are going to be doing MTSS regrouping on Wednesday, January 30th. We will have roving subs and you will be meeting with Miss Smith. This will help to get everybody on the same rotation so that when we're doing walkthroughs, we know what students should be doing and we can give feedback on that. We will have our school readiness assessment this Friday, February 1. I requested this assessment so that I could get some information on the progress that we've made this far on our transformation. They will be doing classroom walkthroughs and there will be focus groups for both teachers and students. I will have roving subs for the teachers on the focus group and I will get a schedule out by the end of today via email. Next week, if you can believe it, we will be doing our January awards and recognition for quarter 2. So in your folders, you should have information regarding or certificates for the reading, writing, math, and growth and grit and student of the month. And then also we will be doing our quarterly awards for 3rd through 6th grade, honor roll, principals list, students who participated in fall sports, so volleyball and football, oral language, science fair, and then it's time to look at those students who are earning letters and stars. If you have questions on that, please come see me. Some reminders, our PBIS matrix review continues today and tomorrow morning for the rest of our grade levels. On Friday, we were able to review the matrix with 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. You should have had a schedule in your box. On the schedule, it said that library was closed from 1:30 to 2:30. That is incorrect. Library is closed from 8:30 to 9:30 during the matrix review. So if you need to reschedule library, make sure you see Miss Wolgamuth. One big change is that we're going to try and designate the sports balls in specific areas, and those balls are going to be on cones instead of on the ball rack. We will try that and see how it works. We'll start that on January 30th after the last PBIS matrix review. Our parenting class Loving Solutions started last week and it will be every Thursday for the next 9 weeks now from 8:30 to 10:30. This is the last week we will be accepting names for parents. If you have somebody you think would benefit from this class, please get their name to Mrs. Akins or Miss Smith so they can reach out and call those parents. This Wednesday, we will have PLC in the multipurpose room. I'd like you to bring a CFA to analyze so you can work through the new form and give me feedback. So we have our SDC IEPs. General education teachers, you should have a schedule of which IEPs you will be sitting on. Meet with the SDC teacher prior to the IEP to determine the length of the meeting. Put in a half-day sub if the meeting is during the school day and will go longer than a half hour. Let Ms. Scheidemantel know at least 48 hours before the IEP if coverage other than a substitute is required so we can try and make arrangements. All right, shout outs. Thank you to Mr. Haycock, Mrs. Smith, Miss Pelletier, Miss Rainey, Miss West for assisting Carla and the parent club at movie night on Friday. We had some great parent turnouts, but we look forward to having even more participation at our next movie night. Thank you to Mrs. Gonzalez and Miss Hogue for continuing to train SDC aides on routines and procedures. Thank you to Mrs. Akins and Miss Smith for starting our Loving Solutions parenting program. I heard from the parents and they had a great time last Thursday. Thank you to Miss Whiteley for accommodating a 5th grade student in her classroom. Appreciate being a team player. Thank you to Mrs. Niffen for dressing up on the 100th day of school and taking pictures with Trustee Greg White. I will get some copies of those pictures to you. And then finally, to all staff members for your input on the school-wide foci on the next 90-day plan at our staff meeting last week. And that wraps it up. Please remember our school-wide foci, planning and instruction, data-driven instruction, and our PBIS school-wide matrix. Have a great week.